Roadshow.
Yo.
What is your question?
So I have a general Hydroponics RainForest 66 system.
All right.
And I know with, like if we're going like soil or like peat moss or cocoa coir, like I know we transplant and stuff. Should I transplant? Because it's a 13-gallon system. Should I use like a 5-gallon system before and then use my 13-gallon system to save on like nutrients and like water costs and stuff?
Chivas.
Damn, player, man, you lost me. I got a GH66.
I think I said Chivas.
I have broads in Atlanta.
All right, listen. Anytime
Dylan
you
got
go,
a Rainforest 66.
all right, give him a beat. He's gonna drop it about this real
No,
quick.
I don't even know. Let's help the guy instead of trying to make jokes at my expense.
Oh, okay. Horty's getting serious.
Okay.
I'm not trying. It's
Okay,
just real easy.
Oh, yeah, right.
Horty's expense.
Yeah, whatever, tough guys.
Turn him off. I want to talk to Dylan. Help him out. Dylan's talking about growing. I want to help him out. So anytime you go from a smaller clone, bucket, whatever it's in, and you're trying to get it to a larger area, it's always good to go through a couple intermediate stages. For one, if you take a small plant and put it into a large grow medium, that taproot will shoot all the way down before it starts growing lateral roots. Those lateral roots are your feeder roots. Those are the ones taking up all the nutrition. So it can really delay your growth if you put it in too big of a bucket because the root zone has to grow before the above zone will start growing. It needs to grow laterally to start taking in more nutrients so you get more growth above the soil line. So if you go from a 1 gallon to a 3 gallon, that's not bad. But if you go from a starter plug to a 3 gallon, there's going to be a delay in it, and your plants are going to be a lot more vigorous. Also, vigorous when you go in a smaller pot first. But also, when that taproot shoots down and elongates, the only growth that happens above the soil line is usually elongation. So you start getting these large spaces in between your nodes. The further the nodes are apart, the further your fruit sets are apart. So if you're looking to get weight, you want the nodes to be as close as possible. That's why we recommend using the optic foliar or the RNS and the FDS and RNA from Uber. And when you spray that on, they actually have hormones in the plant that go into the plant and shorten those spaces. They actually transfer the auxins in it to make the spacing shorter. And when you go into bloom, those short spaces start linking up and you end up with larger colas, right? Instead of a bunch of sticks. So that's why you want to go in intermediate spacing. Now, if you're going to go outside, I don't think you are being in a rainforest, right? That's a smaller aeroponic hybrid hydroponic system is that you're going to have smaller plants. So you may be able to go, a rainforest, that's 64 liters, you said?
It's 17 gallon, but when you fill up to 13.
So gallons. The rainforest, Horty, turn Horty back on.
He said it was a rainforest 66, meaning 66
I was just planning on doing
okay, but so the water gallons are 17
It's about
gallons.
17.
Yeah, so the baskets are only in those 6-inch baskets. You can put cuts.
I don't even think, is the 66 the 6-inch baskets or the 2-inch baskets?
I don't know.
It's a 6.
It's a 6? Okay.
Yeah, you can go straight from a clone into that basket without any intermediate. I was thinking about the size of the basket being 17 gallons. You would have to go with the in-betweens.
Okay.
And you could actually, if you filled it up, all the sites, you could pretty much flip that thing almost immediately. Really short veg time on it. And one of our guests tonight will be here to tell you all about how you can scrog it with a screen of green.
Yeah, dude, actually the master trellis is super sweet. Have you checked it out?
No, I saw it, yeah. That's what I'm saying is, so people are like, I'm just going to do 2 plants. But if you're going to put 2 plants in it and then veg them for a month, you might as well just fill the thing all the way up and just flip it into bloom when it's like 6 to 8 inches tall.
Definitely, because that's something I was questioning on if I should just go with 2 to where I could share that big 13-gallon root system, or if I should, because I was planning on doing the sea of green anyways. Like,
you got to do them all at the time, but maybe every other one. Most of them, they do every other one.
To answer your question, if you're like, well, I've only got this 17 gallons or whatever, right? So should I just do 2 plants so they can have more water per plant? But it really comes down to the size of the plant. If you do a bunch of short ones, then there's plenty of water. If you do a bunch of big ones, then there may not be enough water. You may have way too much root mass in the bottom.
And
so
definitely not different strains in there.
Right, and the more plants you do, the less you have to actually veg them because they're going to fill out a canopy pretty quickly, but the root zone will also be smaller because the plant isn't as big. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you do more plants that are shorter, the amount of root mass that you'll have feeding off of that water would probably be close to equivalent to if you did less plants that were bigger, with bigger root mass.
Okay.
There you go.
Boom, Dylan.
Where do you shop at,
Appreciate it,
Dylan?
man.
Where do you shop at, player?
So I shop at a Green Thumb Organics.
Where's that at?
Missouri.
It is in Missouri. It's in St. Louis.
All right, let's send him some of the
Hook 'em
Flora
up,
Series box. That's the 3-part. Super clean to
Perfect for
run
the
in that.
rainforest.
Absolutely, along with all the great additives, genhydro.com. I'm going to send you some attack and some transport from Optic Foliar. That's all they do is foliar feeding, give your plants a squirt. The attack helps prevent and take care of powdery mildew. Or the transport, anything that you spray on your plants you can mix with and it will be taken into the plant immediately.
And you can spray it with the lights on.
And of course, being a hydroponic guy, Horty Chris, pH is paramount. So let's send him a Blue Lab pH pin.
Booyah!
$110 value, dog. That's what we do here on Heavy Tea. Horty Chris, give me a drop.
Really appreciate that.
Hey, Dylan.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday night from 6 to 10 Pacific Standard Time, who's hooking you up with the dopest grow knowledge and the freshest grow gear?
I appreciate you guys.
Totally appreciate you guys. .com.
Appreciate you.
Tune in
man.
live. We're changing the name of the show, dude. From now on, it's called Appreciate You Guys.
Talking about the Heavy Tea Road